I'm here to talk about the logos from a new league. It's called Premier League.
Premier League.
What?
Premier League.
Premier League. Premier.
Premier.
Premier League.
Premier League.
For those of you who are unaware, Premier League is soccer in England.
Football.
What?
Football.
No, I know football. I did two talks about football.
Okay. Well, agree to disagree.
Right. Before we commence with the logos, let's take a look at their league logo. You can see a variety of things. First, there's a lion.
Yep.
Ken, why is there a lion?
Lions are pretty popular in logos in the UK. I think it comes from an old king named Richard the Lionheart.
Okay, are there lions in England?
In zoos,
Okay. This lion is wearing a crown, and it's playing with a football. I never knew lions play football.
lions probably don't usually play football, but again, the crown is probably from Richard the Lionheart, who was a very famous king.
Oh, did he play football?
I think so.
Was he a fan of Premier League?
He was a big fan.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Well, this is going quite well. Let's get started. Our first team is, whoa, we see here AFC Bournemouth. What does the AFC stand for?
AFC stands for Athletic Football Club.
Ooh, as opposed to a laziness football club.
Exactly, yeah.
The first logo, we can see a football, or as I call it, a soccer ball, bouncing on someone's forehead. It's fascinating because you cannot tell if this person is male or female. Their hair is long, so it could be both. That's an impressive skill. Are you able to bounce a football on your forehead?
I can do that.
Nice. Let's move along. You see here, I don't know what I'm looking at. Which team is this?
So this is Arsenal. Now
Arsenal.
this is a team which is based in London.
How do you know that?
Because I'm from England, so I know the geography and I enjoy football.
Ah, okay. Obviously.
Yeah. Apart from that, it would be very difficult.
That's my situation.
Yeah.
In the first logo, we can see 3 cannons, and they're pointing north. Which country is to the north of England?
That would be Scotland.
So England deems it necessary to point cannons at them. Okay. I can see why they had to build that wall.
Yep, maybe.
England's wall.
Yeah, that's an old logo, so I can see why that would be the case.
Okay. In their second logo, there's a C and an A with a football in the middle. I don't know why that's there. Can you explain it?
I don't know why that's there. I can see why the football's there. Maybe Arsenal City, but I don't think so.
In their third logo, the cannon changed direction. It's now pointed to the west. Which country is to the west?
To the west would be Wales.
So now England is declaring war on Wales. I like it.
We're a war-ravaging country.
Okay. Arsenal has had other logos too. Their fourth logo, it's now on is that a shield?
Yep, that would be a crest.
Crest, that's the word I want, thank you. At the top it says the Gunners. Alright. Now, whoa, their fifth logo, it changed again. The cannon is now pointed to the east. Which country is to the east of England?
That would be France.
Has England ever fought in a war with France?
Once or twice, I would say. Once or twice.
Did you win?
Once or twice.
Nice. I like it. I'm not sure I'm fond of a football team putting a weapon that kills people on its team logo. Do you think that's okay?
What would you prefer, feather duster?
In today's world, yeah,
Okay.
that's a good thing. Next team. What am I looking at here? Which team is this?
Okay, this is Aston Villa, and for anyone outside of England, this may be a little bit confusing as well. They are from the city of Birmingham.
Okay. Why are they not called Birmingham?
Well, this is a place in Birmingham, and so there is already a team called Birmingham, so that is why.
Let's take a look. The first logo is a little obscured, so let's focus on the second. We see here a lion. Well, just like the logo for the Premier League. It's a dancing lion.
it's it's a lion ready in attack pose, I would say.
Yeah, he's not attacking.
This
He's in a conga line.
this one's a strange one. This lion, I think, is actually a Scottish lion.
Are there lions in Scotland?
In zoos once again, but
That doesn't count.
this lion comes from the insignia from a Scottish army, I believe. I think it's a
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Now
Oh.
that actually confuses me as to why a Scottish army emblem would be on an English football logo, but that is the case.
That's a talk for another discussion.
Okay.
Yeah. Their fourth logo, this dancing lion, is now on another shield, and it says "Prepared." Oh, okay.
Always be prepared.
Always be prepared.
Always be prepared.
The fifth logo, it doesn't really being obvious, that this is a lion.
Okay.
It almost looks like,
Like a Pokemon or something?
yeah, which Pokemon is that? And
One with a fluffy tail. I can explain the star.
Okay.
The star is, there is a European competition, and so in the past, just the winners of each league would get together and play football, and the winner would win the European Cup. It's now known as the Champions League, and now there are more than one team from each league, so from like England and Spain and Italy. But in the past, it was only the winners, and Aston Villa won the league in England and then went on to be the best team in Europe. One time.
And this is common knowledge.
Common knowledge.
Only in England.
Only in England.
Next, Chelsea, the most effeminate name in all of England. And what do they do in their first logo? They choose the most masculine symbol possible. Picture of an admiral with a beard and many badges. They might be overcompensating for something. In their second logo, look at that. It's another lion holding a stick.
Yep.
Really? Chelsea updated it to show a lion that now has a big mane. Ooh. And then they changed it back to that same lion holding a stick.
Yep.
England has a fascination with lions.
Definitely.
It's a stereotype that makes no sense.
Name a better animal.
A yeti.
Yeah. No. I mean, it's equally as like fantasy, I guess. There's not many lions in England walking around, so yeah. Same amount as yetis, I guess.
That's because we killed them all.
That's true. That's also true.
How many dentists are in England?
There's a few. They need money, so. This one is Crystal Palace.
Unlike the other logos, there are no words on this one. So you pretty
Yeah.
much just need to know.
Yep, you would definitely need to know. This is a very old logo. In the past, I believe it was Queen Victoria I. She made a crystal palace, not by herself, obviously, and it was the largest display anywhere in the world at the time. And Crystal Palace, the first football ground, was built on that site.
Where is Crystal Palace?
It again is in London. Another London
So rather than
football/soccer team.
So rather than call the teams London, they choose a different name.
Yeah, you couldn't really go London 1, London 2, London 3, London 4. That wouldn't make sense. And also Chelsea is a team in West London,
Obviously.
obviously.
This is actually a Crystal Palace. This logo got it right.
Yeah, this is the real Crystal Palace.
Love it.
Beautiful.
And now, this one, no. At the top it says the Glazers. Do you know what that means, or should I edit this part out?
Yeah. The Glaziers, I believe, are not the owners of Manchester United. The Glaziers, I think, may have been past owners, but that one I'm not really sure.
The name of the owners was on the team logo?
I mean, if you take North American sports, they pretty much always are, right? Or there's some kind of logo like the Badgers or
Alright.
the Jets or some kind of sponsors.
Don't diss the Jets.
Or there's some kind of sponsors.
We can see here the Crystal Palace. They changed it to show an eagle. I like eagles, but there's something wrong with the first one. The eagle is holding a volleyball. That, my friend, is a volleyball.
That is not a volleyball.
That is a volleyball. I play beach volleyball. I know what a volleyball looks like.
You do play beach volleyball, kind of.
Yeah.
And that is a football before we could mold a football without stitching.
Okay, I'll give you that. And then they changed it to this, but
Yep.
then they revert it back, which means they're aware.
Retro. Everyone likes retro. Nostalgia. Remember when footballs had stitches?
Oh, okay. Our next team, Everton. What can you tell us about Everton?
Everton are a team from Liverpool. They are a pretty good team with some good young players, and they have a prison on their logo.
There's a what?
Yep, that is not a castle, that is a prison, an overnight prison.
They put a prison on its logo.
There's a lot of criminals in Liverpool.
Did they send them out to Australia?
I think so.
Crikey. That's absurd. I'm trying to imagine doing this in Canada. Like, no. Common sense.
No,
Best prevail.
no prisons on logos in Canada?
Absolutely not.
Nothing?
Because it creates the bad impression.
Yeah? Okay.
Then Everton updated it. 1878. They've been around that long.
Yes, they are a very, very old team.
Oh. Here, underneath Everton, it has some Latin. Is it common for English people to speak Latin?
No. I never studied Latin at school, but it's very common to have them on school badges. So if you can picture a blazer or a kind of suit jacket, on there the badge of the school will often have Latin underneath, usually giving some kind of like study hard or the knowledgeable wins everything or some kind of.
So you put a dead
encouragement.
Language on your school uniform.
We've got a prison on a soccer logo. Why can't
Yeah,
we have a
why
dead
not?
language on a school?
You already have a one absurdity, one on another.
Exactly. Cancel each other out.
Our next team. I can read this. It says Leicester City Football Club. What's so funny?
Very, very close.
I can read English, Ken.
Maybe, maybe not. That is Leicester City Football Club. These are the Premier League champions from last season.
It says Leicester.
That says Leicester, yes.
I want to believe you, but no, I just can't.
Okay.
Okay, I'll play along for the sake of this upload.
Okay.
Leicester City, there's a picture of a wolf, a dog. What is that?
That is a picture of their nickname, which is the Foxes.
Ooh, what does a fox say? Love that song. Leicester, like Leicester,
Leicester.
now has an image of a real fox, which is a
Yep.
little better.
Fantastic Mr. Fox look like.
And it's
Definitely.
been around over 125 years. That's
Yes.
amazing. Such a long time.
So now it's over 130 years.
Ooh, I like it.
Very long time.
Our next team, Liverpool.
They are a team in Liverpool, surprisingly enough.
Wow, they actually named it after the city. That's a surprise.
Yep. That's
And there's a picture of a swan holding an olive branch.
okay. It's not a swan.
That's a peacock? No,
No.
it's not an ostrich.
The clue's in the title of the team. That is a liverbird.
Of course.
Of course, a liverbird.
Yeah.
The world famous
Yeah.
liverbird.
I learned about that in high school.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. It's
Yeah.
often an olive branch to everyone it plays against. Trying to make peace.
Sportsmanship.
It's called pacifism. Pacifism in sports doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Manchester City. Now, I know a few things about Manchester City.
Okay.
First, it's in the interior of England, correct?
Kind of correct. Yes.
Okay, it's not near the coast. That's what I meant.
Yes, that is true.
Good. And we can see here a picture of a ship.
Yes.
That is a mistake.
That is not a mistake. That is actually the world famous Port of Manchester. Or maybe England famous Port of Manchester.
Oh.
So even though it may not operate on the coast directly, there are many canals which lead to the sea, meaning that even if you are landlocked from the sea, you can still get goods and services out to the masses.
Okay, I can buy that. Now, whoa! Manchester City. They decided to put some Latin on their logo.
Yep.
And you said that not many people speak Latin in England. Do you have any idea what that means?
The second one I do, Superbia in Prolia, that is pride in battle.
Oh.
Very apt.
People in Manchester are very prideful?
In battle they are, yeah. Yeah.
Are they proud that they have a lion on their logo and a dragon?
I think they should be.
I wouldn't do.
It's the King Lion again.
And then they changed it to an eagle with 3 stars
Yep.
and a picture of the ship.
Yeah.
Good job.
The ship is the most important, I think.
So this TM right there, is that also Latin?
The TM? Yes. Tia Maria.
There's a second team in Manchester. Most people are aware of Manchester United.
Yep, I'd say these are the most famous around the world.
Their first logo, they have a picture of a ship, and you explained why this is possible.
Yep.
But their second one, that looks like to be a demon. A demon in between 2 volleyballs. He's holding up the picture. Care to explain?
Yeah, this one's a bit of a strange one. There is a number of different sports, and actually, this one isn't really clear why Manchester United are called the Red Devils. There is some belief that it comes from the rugby team Salford, which is in Manchester, which had that logo. Some people believe it comes from a name, Les Diables Rouges, which was apparently picked up in France.
So a team that's named after France. I like it.
Possibly, although Manchester United supporters would never accept.
No.
Never accept.
Not in public.
No, definitely not.
Our next team is Newcastle. Is there an Old Castle?
There are many old castles in England.
How new is this one?
A couple of 100 years, I'm guessing here.
So when will they ditch the new?
Never.
Never.
It constantly gets updated.
That's absurd. Speaking of absurd, their first logo, we see pictures of some seahorses
Yep.
and some miniature castles
Yeah.
and a tower in the background and some Latin underneath that no one can speak it.
Again, England was a very big trading country, and still are. Not as big, but they still are. And the seahorses are based on another
Myth?
port.
Oh, obviously.
Newcastle is in the northeast of England, very, very close to Scotland. And the seahorses are based around its also England famous port.
Lovely.
They were quite famous for shipbuilding in the past, I believe.
Shipbuilding?
Shipbuilding.
Oh, yeah. That's a little better. And there's a picture of a giant blackbird in front of a castle.
The Newcastle, and
Yeah.
that is a magpie.
Magpie, that's what I
Which
want.
is their nickname, the Magpies.
It's not a good nickname. We see here an updated NUF.
C, upside down C.
Okay, it's in the
Yeah.
shape of a football, so I can sort of buy this.
Yeah, not my favourite design of a
No.
logo I've ever seen.
And then the seahorses make a return, standing beside a shield, and there's a flag on top.
Yeah, that will probably be. Yeah, I'm guessing that's St. George's.
Next, this is basic. We see a castle. I don't know what animal this is. Maybe a dragon, maybe a tiger, maybe a worm. We see a bird standing on top of a croquet ball. Who does this belong to?
This this belongs to, as North Americans say, Norwich City.
Norwich City.
But in England we call it Norwich City.
That's a G sound.
So,
Norwich.
and the bird standing on another football or soccer ball is a canary, which is their nickname, the Canaries.
Yeah, that is not a soccer ball.
I think you could kick it and play with it as a soccer ball.
That's either a croquet ball or bowling ball. What's wrong with this one? Next one is Southampton FC.
Yes.
You see here a picture of a football with a halo
With a
on top.
halo, it looks
Halo.
like, yeah.
And there's a tree and water, which indicates there's a flood in the city. And there's a lily.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. I guess to you this makes perfect sense. To me, it completely doesn't.
I believe that will probably be a famous tree.
Yeah. Spruce tree.
I'm guessing that would be a famous
I'm guessing you're correct. Our next one, we have Stoke City. Oh, we have lots to talk about here. Their first logo, there's a shield with a cross. At the top, we see 2 pretzels, a pig's head, a vase, there's a camel,
Yep.
a phoenix,
Yeah.
and there's either a scythe or a rifle. I'm not entirely sure what this is.
I believe that would be a scythe.
Scythe.
Yeah.
Then they change it to...
And what else would you eat pork with apart from pretzels?
Oh, right.
Right? Pork and pretzels, the world famous culinary masterpiece.
That's right. And there's wine in the vase. Yeah.
Exactly.
Their second logo, they emphasize the pretzel
Yeah.
and what appears to be a chocolate. Their third logo, underneath, it says the Potters. Is that a reference to Harry Potter?
It could be, but I don't think it is.
Stoke City, is that the name of the city?
Well, Stoke, the Potters is the nickname,
Right.
and you are correct that Stoke City is a city called Stoke.
Nice, I got that right.
That's a good one.
Next, we have Sunderland. There's a picture of a World War I battleship. Then they changed the color to be black. In their third logo, we see the return of the lions.
Return of the Lions, yes.
And the lions are holding up a Roman temple with a moon or sun in the background. Now, I'm aware that the Romans were present in England, but I'm pretty sure lions were not. What? You guys keep getting this wrong.
I think you will find that Julius Caesar actually brought lions to the UK.
No, he brought liars to not the same thing.
Close.
Next, we have Swansea.
Swansea City.
Swansea City. We see an image of a gigantic swan
Yeah.
sitting on top of a castle.
Now this one's a little bit of a strange one as well because Swansea is actually in Wales.
Well, so that's a real country.
Wales is a real country, yeah.
I thought you were joking.
This is a bit of a strange one, but
It's not the only strange one.
yeah, you're right with that. I will admit. So, yeah, but Swansea was allowed into the English leagues quite a long time ago, I believe. I'm not entirely sure of the date, but this one for me is a strange one. That Swansea and Cardiff were allowed into the English leagues, but Glasgow and Celtic from the Scottish leagues are not.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, I think so.
We don't need this.
We don't.
Next, they updated their logo. Their third one, I actually kind of like. It's very stylish.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Fourth one, it's golden. It's even better. Centenary. Let's move on.
They're old.
Which team is this?
Right, this team is Tottenham Hotspurs.
Okay, there's a picture of a rooster, and then a swan, and then another bird with 2 lions, of course, underneath. And in the second image, it's standing on top of a basketball.
Okay, I don't know where I start with this one.
Oh, take your time.
So, lions. Yep, lions are very, very common with that. The bird. What bird did you say that was?
First one is a rooster.
Okay, I'll accept that.
And there's a swan.
That is not a swan. If we move up to Swansea, you will see a picture of the swan. But that is a gamecock.
Say it again.
That is a gamecock or a fighting bird.
Okay. I like this. I like the first one better. Under the third image, there's some Latin. Do you know what that means?
Yes, that is to dare is to do.
To dare to do.
To dare is to do. Yes.
They have an image of a gamecock. That takes a lot of guts. Takes a lot of balls. And in their case,
you'd need to take a lot of guts if you wanted to eat the bird first. So I guess that makes sense.
It takes a lot of guts for the bird to stand on a basketball. Yeah.
On a football, yes.
Basketball. Their fourth image, they put their icons on a shield. You see here a Roman temple, some spinach, another bird, a pair of lions again, and what looks like to be some Chinese. I don't know.
Well, again, it features the lions, the gamecock, and I would imagine that castle was famous in that area of London.
Obviously.
Tottenham Hotspur are another team from London.
So these are two different teams. Oh, sorry. How many teams are in London? Do you know off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, no. I would say at least in the top divisions, at least 6.
One. Yeah. Next team, there's only one logo. Watford.
Yeah.
There's a picture of a moose.
Mooses, just like lions, are very, very, very common in the UK, right?
You're being sarcastic.
Maybe a little.
But there are geese in Canada. I never knew they were in
Is that plural for moose? The meese?
I think so. Well, there's goose and geese.
That's true. That's true. Very true.
They have to be called geese. Which team is this?
Okay, confusingly, this is another team from Birmingham, or Birmingham, as British people pronounce it, and this is West Bromwich Albion.
West Bromwich Albion.
So it's an area in Birmingham. What bird is that?
I couldn't fathom a guess.
Okay.
That's sparrow, maybe?
It's a kind of a thrush, which also sounds like something you don't want to catch, but there are many thrushes in the UK. What is it standing on?
The first one, there's a branch.
Yep.
Second one, grass that you would find in a golf course.
It's standing on the green.
On the green. And the third one, I went back to the branch because it realized the golf course is too dangerous.
For birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that branch that it's standing on is a hawthorn branch.
Oh.
The nickname for West Bromwich Albion are the hawthorns.
Since I never studied botany, I had no idea.
Yep, if you did, you would have known.
They upgraded their logo to put it on a shield. That's the pattern.
Yep, shields are very, very popular.
I'm not quite sure what I can see here. There's another shield on the shield. Ooh. Then they upgraded it to show that same bird on the shield with the branch.
Hawthorns.
Hawthorn, thank you. And then the bird got fatter in this sixth incarnation.
But the hawthorn got smaller.
Ooh.
There may be a connection there.
Because the bird ate it all.
Yep.
Good job, buddy. Which team? West Ham United FC.
Yes, West Ham United.
Where is West Ham?
That would be London.
They're all in London.
Yep. Like I said, about 6 teams in the top division are in London. There are some more in the lower leagues as well.
The first logo, we can see a castle, but
We can.
it's like a magic eye. We can actually envision soldiers encapsulated within the castle. That's clever. And then in the second logo, they're all gone. Good job, guys.
Well, this is actually connected to a movie I believe that you have watched.
Which movie?
That would be Green Street.
Green Street.
Green Street. Would you like to tell everybody what that's about? 'Cause I'm not actually. I may be English, but I've not actually seen this movie
I would love to talk about it because,
or Harry Potter.
dude, I'm Canadian. I watch these movies. And in Canada, you're not allowed to watch these movies.
Really?
No.
Is that an anti-English thing?
Not at all. Green Street is about football
Hooligans?
hooligans, thugs who get into fights.
They look like hooligans.
Is this true? Do people take soccer, football in Premier League that? Do they take it at that seriously?
They definitely do. England is very, very famous, or notorious, I guess, around the world for football or soccer hooliganism.
Especially at this team, West Ham.
West Ham are one of the most famous for football hooliganism. Yeah, especially in around the late 70s and 80s, it was a very big problem. And it's still a problem now, as you see in the Euros. There was lots of hooliganism, where teams would arrange between their groups, their gangs, to meet up in the city where the game was, or the game was going to be held, and fight before the game.
Exactly the premise of the film. Wow, I guess it's accurate after all.
I never realized Frodo was a football hooligan.
After he threw the ring into the volcano, he learned to fight.
He learned to fight. That's another plus point of throwing that ring away.
Fantastic. And this concludes all of the teams that consist of Premier League. Join me next time as I choose another league and analyze its logos. Maybe the teams from the French Soccer Association. What's that league called?
League One.
League One.
Yeah,
Very creative.
very creative.
Not at all. Join me next time. Bye bye bye.